Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the third intermediate grade. Our textbook is Super Goal 3 and today we will inshallah cover unit Lifestyles Reading. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazir Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. So let's begin. At the beginning, we would like to know our objectives in today's lesson. In today's lesson, we do have two objectives that we hope the student at the end of this lesson will be able to do. The first one is to scan the text for specific details, and also the second thing is to discuss your opinion of the given topic. So sometimes when we do have reading lessons, sometimes if we want to look for information, we need to scan the text, which is to try to read it fast just to look for the main ideas or the specific details we are looking to answer. And also, sometimes when we do read something interesting, it is advisable that we discuss the topic of this reading text with our colleagues or with the classmates. It will help us for a better understanding of this topic. So now let's begin by asking you to open your books please on page 8. I would like you please to open your books on page 8. Now, on page 8 and before reading, I would like you to have a look. I would like you to have a look at the graphs you have below on the book. So on the book you do have graphs like this. I would like you just to quickly have a look at them and tell me this. What do you think the article will say about college students? So here we have student in the elementary level, student as you in the intermediate level, student in secondary or high school level, and then we have student in college level. Today, with this text, we're going to talk about students, or we're going to talk about college students. After they finish with high school, they will go to college. So today, we're going to talk about the college students. So I would like you to have a look at these graphs. What do you think the article will say about these students? So for example, in the first graph here we have average student diet, and then it has 4 divisions. This circle has 4 divisions. The first one is vegetables, the green one, and we have fruit, and we have fried food, the one in brown, and we do have rice and noodles, the one with white. So what do you think these data or this graph can tell us? It will show us that the average student diet, the college student diet, most of their diet is contain or consist of rice and noodles, as we can see here. Also, they do eat fruit as well, but with a little portion, as we can see here in the red color. And also, they have vegetables, but not as much as rice, for example. And they do like fried food, as we can see here. So this graph shows us that the average student diet is, first, consists of rice, and then the fried food, and then fruit and vegetables. So this is the diet of the college students. Now let's go and see the other graph, and let's try to learn what the other graph can show us. So the other graph is called healthy diet. Healthy diet. So let's see here. It has vegetables, this right amount of vegetables, and fruit in the red color, and protein in the purple color, and grains in the yellow one. So this graph shows us that we should have almost equal amounts of all of these ingredients or all of these types of food. So we should have the healthy diet should be consist of vegetables, fruit, protein, and grains. So there, as we can see here, there is a difference between the student diet and a healthy diet. So this is the first thing we know about college students, that they don't have the healthy diet. Most of their diet consists of rice and fried food. Now, let us move on to the text that is called, "Do college students have a healthy lifestyle?" Do college students have a healthy lifestyle? We still don't know the answer of this question. But let us read. After we read and after we refer to the graphs we have, then we will know the answer of this question. Now, I divided the text into different parts. What I would do is, I'm going to read the text and then explain some of the information that we may find in on each part. And then we will continue do this with the rest of the text. So let's begin with the first part of the text. While I read, I'm going to point, so I would like you to follow with me. So, the majority of college students seems to be quite healthy. They don't suffer from health issues that older people have because they are still young. However, that doesn't mean they shouldn't try to improve their lifestyle. We carried out research at a local college to find the truth about students' lifestyle, their eating, sleeping, and exercise habits. So this text or this part shows us in the beginning that most of the college students seem healthy. And why is this? It says that they don't suffer from health issues or diseases or problems that usually older people may have. And also, this doesn't mean that they shouldn't try to improve lifestyle. And what do you mean by lifestyle, you think? Lifestyle is the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you exercise, the way you do different things. This is what we call lifestyle. So here it says that even college students seem to be quite healthy, but they need to have a healthy lifestyle. So the research said that they carried out a research, they went to college and carried out a research to find the truth about their lifestyle of the students. And what exactly they are looking for, they're looking for habits, the things that the students usually do, how they exercise, how they sleep, and how they eat. Now let us move on to the second part. Our findings below show that the average student diet differs greatly from that of a healthy diet. A healthy diet contains plenty of fresh produce and moderate amounts of protein and grains. Yet, the diet of most students consists mainly of rice and noodles. It also contains a lot of fried food, which suggests that they eat too much fast food and need to add more fresh fruit and vegetables to their diet. So as the graphs we have seen in before we read the text, It says that their findings, the result of this research shows that the student diet differs greatly from a healthy diet. And it says that the student diet contains a lot of fried food, which suggests that they eat too much of fast food. What is fast food? Fast food usually made of fried food. So student should have or should replace it with a healthy diet. Now let us move on to the other part. Getting the required amount of sleep is another important factor in students' health. Studies have shown that it has a positive effect on memory and concentration. We recorded the sleeping habits of 3 college students for 1 semester. The sleep and test scores results in the graph below support this theory. When the students got enough sleep, their exam scores were much higher. On average, however, most of them only get about 6 hours of sleep every night. So this part shows us that it's not only the diet what matters, but also sleeping. If the students get enough sleep, at least 6 hours a day, it will help to improve their memory and also their concentration. Let us move on to the other part. Finally, we interviewed students to find out how much they exercise. The student exercise graph below shows that the majority work out for at least 30 minutes a day. This is positive because students who get enough exercise are usually happier, more energetic, and find it easier to pay attention. And now the third element. We said the diet, we said sleeping, and now exercise. And after we interviewed the different students according to the text, they find out that students do exercise 30 minutes a day. And because of this, this is considered a positive, a good thing they exercise 30 minutes a day. Why is this? Because it will make the student happier and also more energetic. Now the last part. Unfortunately, many college students are so busy focusing on their studies that they don't take time to look after themselves. All it takes is some good time management. Healthy habits can help them succeed in their classes, so they should try to get enough sleep, eat well, and exercise. So, although that we, our students, know all of these important elements like having a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and practicing and exercising, but sometimes students do not have the time because they are focusing on their studies. So, according to the text, it says that all it takes is only time management, a good time management. So students, as yourselves, should have or should manage their time in a good way, so it will help them for 3 things. It will help them to get enough sleep, it will help them to even eat well, and it will help them to exercise. So this is what our text is about. It is about the college student, if they have a healthy lifestyle or not. And according to the text, we do now know that the healthy lifestyle or a good healthy lifestyle should contain of a good sleeping and also eating well and also exercising. Now, after reading, here we do have a couple of questions. about the first one is about answering true or false statements. So let me read the first one, and while I read it, I would like you to think whether if this statement is true or false. Number one, the writer thinks that most college students have healthy habits. So this statement is true. Yes, the writer do think that. And number two, the diet of most students doesn't contain enough fruit and vegetables. And number two is true. It says here that the diet usually of most students mostly contain of fried food and also rice and noodles. Number three, it's probably not a good idea to stay up late studying before an exam. And this statement is true because it is important to have good enough sleep before the exam. Number four, most college students don't get enough daily exercise. And according to the text, this is false. They do exercise 30 minutes a day. And number five, if students manage their time better, they can have a healthier lifestyle. And this statement is true because we said that all it takes is a good time management for students to have a healthier lifestyle. Now, here we have a couple of questions for you to think and also to discuss, whether with your teacher, with your classmates, or even with your family members. The first one is, what do you think about the study on college students' health habits? So we have read these studies and the result of these studies. So what do you think about them? Do you agree with them? Do you think, find that some of them are similar to you? So what do you think about these studies? Number two, how does your diet compare to the ones shown in the graphs? We have seen the graphs before reading, and we did talk about college students' diet. So if you compare your own diet with their college student diet, so what are the similarities and what are the differences, do you think? Number three, does the amount of sleep you get affect your test scores? So this question is for you. If you do get enough sleep, will this improve your test scores or not? And number four, do you think you get enough exercise every day? Think about your daily habits. Do you have enough exercise every day? And the last question is, discuss the advantages of having a healthy lifestyle. Now we did talk about what is a healthy lifestyle. So can you tell us what are the good things or the advantages that we may have from a healthy lifestyle? Just think about them and discuss them with your partner. Now, here we have the final text to read and to discuss. It says here that many studies agree that certain foods can boost brain powers and memory. These include oily fish, tuna, salmon, sardines, green vegetables, spinach, kale, broccoli, berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and dark chocolate. What do you think about this? It says that the studies agree that there are foods, certain types of food that could boost or improve your power and also your memory, like vegetables and also like oily fish. What do you think about this? Do you have these type of foods in your daily diet? And also, what other foods that you know about that are beneficial and in what ways? So can you think of any other types of foods that are beneficial, that are good for your health? And if you do know, then can you think in what way they are good? Just think of these types of food and also try to have them in your daily diet. So our project for this text or for this lesson is, I would like you to work in groups and do a survey to find out how often and how long group members spend on the following activities. So just think of people around you, maybe your family members, your classmates, and your friends, and think about how long you take for these activities. When you go on chores, or when you do chores, or homework, or when you do your hobby, or watching TV, shopping, using a cell phone, or using the internet. So how long or how much time do you take on one of these activities? And also try, after you finish, discuss it and compare results as class, as group, and what habits or pastimes are the most common. So discuss with them these results and think about the habits or the things that you do to pass your time. On average, how often and how much time do members of the class spend doing all of them? So try to do a survey asking different classmates and try to find an average time where most of the students can relate to. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.